Subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss an update from First Post.
Hello and welcome to First Day First Showsha. I'm Shweta Ramakrishnan.
And I'm Pradeep Menon. We are here at Carnival Cinemas, Mactaden in Mumbai. And we've just watched Majid Majidi's Beyond the Clouds.
And today we're going to review the film in 10 relevant questions.
छोटा सा था मैं, माँ बाप गए, मेरी बहन तारा नहीं पाला पोसा मुझे.
Well, Majid Majidi's film is about an estranged brother-sister duo. Ishan plays the brother and Malvika plays the sister. And the film traces their journeys separately and together. And what's interesting about the film is the problems or the issues, plot points in the film very beautifully highlight the city of Bombay.
Well, I think one big question anyone would have about Beyond the Clouds is, how is Ishan Khattar? To be honest, I think the kid is very talented. He can communicate effectively using his expressions. His dialogue delivery is pretty nice. He's confident. You can tell that he tries his level best to get into the skin of the character. In the context of the film though, you can tell that he is an urban kid who is sort of playing this character because of his diction, his body language. It really does not come across as 100% authentic. So in that sense, I would say Ishan Khattar does have some way to go before he can play such complex characters.
She may not have as much as a runtime as Ishan Khattar, but her character is equally impactful. In fact, she has far more challenges and far more difficulties in the film than him. And while her performance was praiseworthy and she tries very hard, I did feel that her performance and her diction could be a bit more nuanced.
One of the big questions that I personally had was, will Majid Majidi be able to recreate some of the magic from his earlier films? Well, to be honest, while in terms of his directorial craft, I think he's done a very good job in this film. The way certain scenes are staged, the way he uses certain types of shots or certain sort of staging elements to communicate, I think he's done that very well in this film. But if you're looking overall, if you compare with films like Children of Heaven, or if you compare with Baran, for instance, which deals with refugees, you realize that perhaps Majid Majidi is not at his absolute best here. I think if an Indian filmmaker, if a big Indian commercial filmmaker like a Karan Johar or a Farah Khan turned around and made a film like Beyond the Clouds, we'd be proud of them. You would give them accolades for it. But with Majid Majidi, you expect him to delve deeper. You expect him to capture nuances which, lesser filmmakers would not be able to capture. So I think that is one thing that I sorely missed in Beyond the Clouds.
According to me, Majid Majidi uses visuals in the film very beautifully, and in important scenes in the film, he's able to portray depth without really using dialogues. For example, several parts of the film, the characters are able to communicate by just shadows and play of light, and I think that's really, really beautiful. Any sort of language barrier that Majidi may have had definitely is overcome by his visual image.
Well, in my view, it does not. I think the film fails to do that because of the way the characters are etched out, the way they show the various places in the film. It looks beautiful. Bombay looks very pretty in the film, but it does not capture the essence because there's a disconnect. If you see Ishan and Malvika's character, both characters who own houses of their own in Bombay, despite being poor, the way they've been portrayed. So I think that sort of disconnect is there throughout the film. So yeah, does it capture the essence or not? Probably not. We have three major Indian collaborators on Beyond the Clouds. There's Anil Mehta, who's done the cinematography. There's A.R. Rahman, who's done the background score and the music. And you have Vishal Bhardwaj, who's written the Hindi dialogues for the film. I think while all of them have contributed in their own way, the dialogues, for instance, weren't particularly great, I felt. A lot of it didn't capture the essence of Bombay, the way street characters speak. I felt a lot of the dialogues were in fact redundant. They were saying things that were obvious. For want of a better word, I felt that the dialogues were filmy when they could have been realistic. As far as the cinematography is concerned, I thought Anil Mehta did a stellar job. There are some beautiful shots in the film which communicate so much. In fact, watch out for the opening shot of the film. It starts off very plainly, but without a cut. By the time the shot ends, it's communicated a lot. So I think Anil Mehta certainly brings that to the table along with the guidance of the director Majid Majidi. A.R. Rahman's music is good as well. The background score goes with the film, but it's really not something that's memorable and will last for a long time.
Well, to be very honest, there isn't anything fresh in the film, and you can clearly tell that it's been directed by someone who's not from India. However, there are several moments in the film that are engaging and it will capture your attention. If you're looking for something paisa vasool or for something entertaining, Beyond the Clouds is not the film for you.
Hey, don't come. Go.
Go, go! There are a couple of very interesting kids in the film. In fact, both Ishan and Malvika each have their own respective kid who they have to deal with in the film. So in that sense, certainly the kids in this film do bring a smile to your face at times. There are some wonderful, lovely moments in there where Ishan and Malvika are spending with them. So I think certainly if you're looking for the children element in a Majid Majidi film, that is present in Beyond the Clouds. Alright guys, so that brings us to the most important question. What is the rating of the film? Shweta, out of 5?
Well, I think the film deserves a 3 on 5. What about you?
I think all factors considered, for me, it's 2 on 5.
Alright, well that brings us to an average of 2.5 stars out of 5 for Majid Majidi's Beyond the Clouds. That's it for this review, guys. Catch us in the next First Day First Showsha.
So we're heading towards another nail-biting finish. 5 runs to win off the last ball.
I tell you, things are getting steamier down there.
You mean stormier, Sunny? After all, gale forces at the crease.
Yes, Menu, he must win it for Kings Da Punjab today.
But don't forget who has the ball in hand.
And here comes Baji.
Pow! And Gill hits the ball in the air.
It's not safe! It's not safe!
Live the excitement of every ball, no matter where you are. Only on firstpost.com.